I had to restart my Lord's mobile account today. This is exactly what I would focus on in my first 30 days. Now, most accounts don't stall because players stop trying. They stall because early decisions lock them into brutal research timers later. And this isn't necessarily about spending money. It's about avoiding the bottlenecks that kill most accounts, and that includes free-to-play or pay-to-play. Now, starting off here, in your first 7 days, buildings are pretty easy to get done, to be honest. And if you're in an active guild, you're going to get a lot of helps. You're going to be able to speed those timers up. But just for example here, let's go and check out the vault. This only takes 1 day, nearly 2 days to upgrade with 210% research or 210% boost on. And then if I just go into the tree that I've been working on, which is tier 5, this is going to take 9 days. And this is only for 1 level. I have another 6 levels after this. And I have another, I don't even know, 16 of these to max out. So it's going to take a lot of speed ups to get down to tier 5. Now, obviously, this is deep in the research tree. But the research that you're going to want to be focusing on right away is military and economy. Now, this construction speed, obviously, a lot of people are going to see this and go, yeah, let me get it. And you're completely right. Max this out to whatever castle level or whatever lab level that you have and whatever you can get to. This is going to help you guys with that construction timer. But again, don't waste speed ups on construction. Try to just let that stuff tick away and then get to 25 slowly. Research is going to be your big time bottleneck. Now, even with research, high might and a high boost in might per research does not necessarily mean you're going to have a strong account. It's going to hide some of those weaker stats. So as you can see here, Monster Hunt, I haven't even unlocked 4 and 5 yet. I need to go a little bit further down this tree. But these don't necessarily give me any troop stats. They're going to give me Monster Hunt stats, which is great. And a lot of guilds are going to require you to hire or kill a few sets of monsters each day. But I would say only focus on the research that's going to be what your account direction is aiming to. Save your diamonds in that first week. Get the little hero packs if you're gonna be buying stuff, but I would not be worrying too much. Now, a research path is also extremely important to have. Whether you're going to start working on infantry, cavalry, or range. Obviously, don't do siege, but max out economy and military first, and then start to prepare for that tier 3, tier 4 wall. A lot of people don't know, but in order to get tier 3 in order to get tier 4, you have to have all of tier 3 done, of course, but you have to have this entire tree maxed out. So all army defense, offense, and health, all of these maxed out, and you also have to have the economy tree 100% maxed out, except for gem harvesting. You can avoid this one. But that's if you want to get T4. If you're just getting tier 3, playing free to play, then of course, this is good to know as well, so you're not spending your hard-earned speed-ups on stuff like Monster Hunt or stuff like wall defense. Most people quit Lord's Mobile right here, in between the Tier 3 and Tier 4, because the research timers are so long. It takes a ton of research and resources to get through it. Another thing that we want to go over here is the gear. So I've actually kind of fallen behind on my gear a little bit. I'm starting to catch up a little bit now, but when it comes to gear, obviously you want to get construction speed gear ASAP, so that's going to be the Nossaris set. This Griffin's Talon is not too hard to upgrade, 18% construction speed here, but again, you're going to want to focus on that research speed because these timers are super long. So cavalry mail for the chest early on is pretty nice to have. Griffin walkers a little bit later on. These are level 55, but they're really good to have. Vice grips for the offhand, and then these are the most important right here, is all 3 lunar flutes. You're going to want to get these maxed as soon as you possibly can. I'm actually going to go ahead and max these in just a second. Once my Dragon's Iris is done upgrading to Legendary, I'm going to get these 2 guys to Legendary because it is super important. Look, 26.4%. I'm getting a 0.4 from the research jewel here. But if you get all 3 of these maxed out, that's 78% research speed. Really nice to have. Again, guys, because research takes forever. Now, in your last week here on your account in a first 30-day kingdom, in a new kingdom, you want to start saving as many speed ups as you possibly can. The reason I say this is because I'm starting to run a little bit low on speed ups myself. They are not cheap to get later on. The first shop kind of floods you with all these speed ups, construction, research, troops, all that stuff. I do still have a decent amount of troop speeds. Actually, I don't even know where they went, but I had a decent amount of troop speeds. Where'd they go? Yeah, here we are. So I still have quite a few of these to go through, which is nice. So if I need to boost my army, I can. But like I just showed you guys, I am running very low on my research speed ups here. I have no more 8 hour, well, I have 1 8 hour and no 24 hours. So this is going to be a big bottleneck even for myself here. I'm going to have to find some research speed ups here. So again, save those research speed ups when you can and only use them on what your account direction is going towards. If it's tier 4, if it's tier 5, if you're a rally lead, a filler, you know, figure that out and then focus on just those trees. Don't waste your speed ups on stuff that's not going to help you. Now, familiar research also has to start early. This stuff, it takes a while, man. We're, what, 40 or 50 days into this kingdom, and I'm still working on getting my first familiar into my battle formation here, but I don't have it yet. It takes a while. And in this last 7 days here, again, you're going to want to focus on a certain troop type or a gear path, and you're going to want to make sure that research direction is locked in. If you don't have these guys, like if you're not focusing on a certain, you know, like cavalry or ranged or anything like that, you're going to fall behind when it comes to doing blasts. Because right now I only have my mixed set looking really good. And where I've fallen behind personally is my blasts. So my blast stats are not nearly as good as they should be. They're going to be changing here soon. Focusing a lot on these gear upgrades now. But again, get this done in your first 30 days. Have that direction clear and then move forward like that. Now, thing is that Lords Mobile is not necessarily hard. It is just unforgiving as hell. Early decisions decide how painful the game feels for you later. So if you're smart with it in those first 30 days, you're going to be really successful. And if you can avoid these couple bottlenecks that I just mentioned, your account is always going to scale better than somebody who just rushed their might and got a bunch of research done in trees that don't matter. If you want, I'll break down exactly where I would spend my diamonds early in a fresh kingdom. You can make a new account and check out the new shops. But for now, that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.